Hey, so another week is done. I don't have a lot to say today in light of everything that has happened last week. It's been probably pretty rough for a lot of people. And sometimes in times like this, it is hard to keep pushing forward if you think everything else is like burning around you. But I've got to push forward because otherwise we just keep moving backwards. Anyway, so today I did want to talk about something that I learned throughout the week amid all the chaos that I thought was really pertinent to what I felt. It was through Substack, and I can't remember who said it, but they were talking about when you're sending your query letters out and you need to put in comp references. So if you don't know what that is, which, I'm sorry if you already know, but a comp reference is just to compare your book to another one that's already published, just to say, like, in the vein of Harry Potter or whatever it may be, or in the vein of Game of Thrones. However, one of the things that I learned was, like, I guess, I don't want to say it's like a really hidden rule, but it's not something that I learned until just recently, but these comp titles, a lot of agents want a comp title that's within the last 3 years. So obviously Harry Potter and Game of Thrones wouldn't work, but I didn't know that. So I had comped, I think it was the Red Rising series and Perdido Street Station and I can't remember what else because I have so many different versions of my query letter, but those are the two that stand out right now. But Perdido Street Station was made in early 2000s. Red Rising, I can't remember, somewhere, mid 2000s. But anyway, I don't know if that was working against me or not, but if it was, I don't know. But anyway, the thing that this person said on Substack that really resonated with me was just that why would I want to comp something that's been released in the last 3 years or even in the last 5 years when really I am creating something completely different? I don't want to create the same templated book that everybody is reading. I want to create something different, step out of the mold. So really, even though I have comps listed on my query letter, that was the hardest part for me to find because I did not model my story after anything that's out there right now. My story is its own, and when I've had some like alpha readers read it, beta readers, and they've all, I don't know if they're lying to my face, but they've been pretty impressed with it. So obviously it's resonating with somebody. So anyway, I don't know. It really hit me there, which hopefully some of the agents that I have queried will see that as well. I'm about half and half now, so I've put in about 60 something queries and I still have 30 something left. Some of them are probably going to go in the no response pile, but I do have some promising ones that I've marked on my spreadsheet. These are the ones where if you look on Query Tracker, it'll tell you like the average amount of days that they'll request something or the average amount of days where they'll reject something. And I'm kind of hovering around like those days. And then if you go to the query list, like all the people that have queried that person, you can see all the different rejections and where your query stands in there. And I have 3 agents where I'm in the middle of rejections. And this is something that I talked about last week where I'm in between rejections. So there's a couple that, unless they're just skipping around or whatever, I'm kind of like in a hold queue or something like that, which is kind of cool. But I wish I would hear back. But, that's the hardest part is just waiting. But anyway, I don't know. Like I said, I feel like not to sound elitist or anything like that, but I do feel like my story is something truly different. Like there's nothing really out there like that. It's actually, if you want to know, it's actually more centered around male friendships. So I don't think there's a ton of that right now with, stories really catering more to the romance aspect or like, even military family, you know, whatever. The popular things out there right now aren't really centered around like a group of guys just being guys, you know. So anyway, but that's where I'm at right now. I'm still pushing forward despite everything. Again, I have my moments where I'm like, why do I even try? You know, what's the point? But I do want to encourage you, even though I need the encouragement too myself sometimes. But there's always there's always light at the end of the tunnel. So anyway, if you have any encouraging words for me, I'd love to hear them. So anyway, that's my update. Bye.